So federal agents arrested a rioter that they say was distributing face shields during the LA protests. Y'all like the video right here? And check this out.
Federal agents have arrested a man accused of handing out face shields to suspected rioters during protests on Tuesday.
Hi, Jess. Good morning to you as well. Yes, we've been told that this arrest happened earlier this morning, roughly around 6:30, 6:45 this morning. So authorities have already left the scene with this man who has been arrested. But the scene quite active. A lot of residents standing outside of their homes trying to figure out what's going on. We do know that there are some activists here in terms of being on the megaphone, letting people know what their rights are and to make sure they don't open any doors without a search warrant. So let's just show you what we're seeing right now. Once again, authorities have already left the scene. The FBI was here a couple of hours ago. They did arrest a man in question in connection to the protests or the riots that have been taking place all throughout LA County. Let's show you what we saw on social media. This is something posted not too long ago by the U.S. attorney. And according to him, the man arrested is Alejandro Theodore Ariana. He was arrested earlier this morning by the FBI for passing out face shields to suspected rioters on Tuesday. The U.S. attorney said they issued a search warrant for the arrest and that they have made it a huge priority to identify, locate, and arrest those who are organizing, supporting, or funding these riots. He goes on to say the arrest of Oriana is just one of the first key arrests they have made, and it is just the start. We spoke to a man, a neighbor who lives just a couple of doors down from this arrest and from this man. And this is video sent to us by him. He says he woke up to the loud sound of flashbangs and the sound of coming from a megaphone or some sort of loudspeaker, notifying residents to stay indoors. He looked out from his window. He saw two white unmarked vans show up. They went inside one of the homes nearby, and then that's when they came out a few minutes later with Oriana, the man who has been arrested. He says things like this typically don't happen in his neighborhood. He was a little fearful when talking to us, and here's more about what he said in terms of where this location is and what's nearby. Have you heard anything in terms of him having a criminal record?
No, nothing of the sort. Nothing at all. No one in this block have I heard any, bad news from or any gossip or anything of the such.
And that man did not know Oriana very well. Once again, this is taking place on 6th and Rowan in East LA. I asked him that question before we received confirmation as for why Oriana was arrested, but now we know based on what the U.S. attorney has shared on social media, this man has been arrested for passing out face shields during one of the protests.